Y'all, this is a review of my Corolla. Just a little update. Little things that I've done so far is I added some yellow LED lights, but they're actually covered in a chameleon film, so they actually look orange. I don't know if the camera can really capture it. And I raised up the car just a little bit. I was getting complaints from the people who's riding in the back of the car. It was just kind of a little bit too bumpy. So I raised it up, not much, but just a little bit. It still basically sits pretty flush right on there. I don't like wheel gap, but that's a pretty acceptable gap. I haven't done nothing else to it besides the fog lights. I went ahead and added a K&N air filter. I was going to get an aftermarket short ram intake, but after researching online and it's saying that you will lose excuse me, you will lose low-end torque, I was like, it's not worth it. So I went to AutoZone today and had a $7 coupon and picked up a K&N air filter. And so I've yet to drive it. I actually just put it on. I'm up here at a local car wash, and I don't know about y'all, but I like to keep my car extremely clean. I'm gonna take it out cruising tonight, see if I can get some people's random opinions on it, see how they feel about the Corolla. I was on the street yesterday and this guy in his BMW rolled up on me. He was like, man, that's the cleanest Corolla I've ever seen. I'm like, man, I don't know if that really sets the bar low for Corollas by him saying that, but I appreciate it. I think the next thing I'm gonna get is some door moldings. And I actually seen Masipa USA, they make the RS lip kit. It's about $800. And so I was thinking about going ahead and getting that. And I think I'm going to switch up the wheels a little bit. I think I'm going to go ahead and get some Ray's 57 CRs. They're 17 by 9.5. So I wonder how far that's going to poke out. If you really notice, the Corolla actually has some pretty wide flares. And those stock wheels are 7s. And my wheels are 7.5. And if you kind of see, I still have plenty of room to grow. I had to buy some new tires for the rear. I noticed the front has like a nice little camber to it. Not much, but a little bit, to where you can tell if you lower the car and you don't get a line, you will have some inside wear. There's not a lot of suspension parts available. I seen Megan had a front strut bar. That's one thing I missed about the Honda game. You can get so much suspension parts, it was crazy, but unfortunately the market for the Corolla is pretty slim, which is a shame. I wish I could supercharge it or turbo or something more than what I'm just doing, but it's just still a good daily. I was thinking about getting a TRD exhaust too. There's only little things that you can do to this car unless you go full custom. I heard the biggest thing this car needs is the intake manifold, because the air is just so restricted. This is a 2014 Corolla. It has the CVT transmission. I wish I had the 6-speed, but really when I was looking at getting the vehicles, I wasn't really knowledgeable about the Corolla. I just knew that if I got a Corolla, I wanted the S version, so I don't get on the car at all. Like, I don't speed in it at all. Not because I can't, but because it takes too long to get up to speed. Nah, I'm just coming from a guy who had a lot faster car then, so I know I dog on the car a lot about its slowness, but it is what it is, you know. I heard BMW was going to make possibly make a turbo motor for this car when they bring out the new Supra, since they're designing the Super motor. So it'd be interesting to see what a turbo version of this car would be. I'm assuming it'll still be like around 175, 180. They won't put 200 horsepower in a Corolla. That'll be ridiculous, even though the new Civic Type R is going to be 300 horsepower for front-wheel drive. I just don't see Toyota putting that type of money into their Corolla, since it is their family small base car. So they have a couple nice lip kits online. I seen one for the front lip. It was about 150 bucks on eBay. I don't know if I'm going to get it or not, but probably like some side door moldings. Probably might get those, and maybe some side mirror valences, so I can let in fresh air whenever I'm parked. But anyways, it's just an update to the car. Somebody asked me in my comments what kind of wheels were they. They're Diamond S wheels, 17.5 with the same 30 as the factory offset. And so They're actually pretty cheap wheels, nothing too fancy. But when I get the Rays gram lights, they're definitely going to be. I'm going to keep these wheels and keep these for winter and roll the Rays in the summertime. So that's basically my update to my Corolla. I still like it a lot. You know, I'm gonna go cruising out. So see what to do. All right, man. Y'all have a good one.